There we go. All right, shall we start off? I know you've got to go to a wedding, so I'm going to ask you to unmute. Grant, can you unmute your computer?
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. Hi, guys. What am I going to say? I'm with Grilla here because I'm rushing off to a wedding. So it's so lucky to see everyone. Thank God for Facebook. I think I see most of you anyway, if not bumping around Joburg. I still live here. I'm in Woodmead next to King David Santon. What else can I tell you? Married with 2 kids. I was thinking if they were going to ask what our best memories are, I've got a lot of good memories. But I think if anything, King David changed me. I came from Wendywood, and once I went to King David, that's what got me into living a Jewish life, which I'm truly grateful for. That's about it.
You have children.
Grilla can go next because he's giving me a lift to the wedding.
No, man, come on. I nominate Caleb. No, give me a few minutes.
Okay, have a sip of your beer.
That's beautiful,
Two
Sean.
words, take it from me, eh?
Sean, what do you do work-wise? What did you study?
So I actually study teaching. I just teach part-time just because I love it. And I hustle, work here, work there, work a bit for Grilla, work a bit of exporting.
What do you teach, Shauna?
Nursery school, only nursery school, when they're still nice and sweet and angelic, not
And
loud
Sean, don't
wild.
forget the King David secondhand shop, come on.
Exactly. Help at the King David secondhand shop, volunteer anywhere I can.
It's always nice to see your face, though.
Sean is not allowed to teach anyone older than nursery school. It would be too disruptive for the boys.
Solomon takes up all my time with his long chats from Israel. I don't have time to work.
You haven't passed him yet. You haven't graduated him yet, Sean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, and I think it's so lucky that we all still keep in touch with a lot of people, see a lot of people, bump everyone, bumped Cooper's like
Linda,
what?
you're also a
2-3 weeks
teacher.
ago. Who?
Linda Milner, you're also a teacher, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
I see you often at school.
Yeah. I loved school so much I had to go back. So I teach grade 2 and absolutely love it. Yeah.
Like grade 1 was the best 2 years of
Children.
Me.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm
Did you see how
in.
sadly I did that?
That's classic.
Are you talking? Am I talking now?
I'm like just saying, did you see I didn't like cut anyone off, I just sadly moved to Linda.
Okay. So I'm still in Joburg, married with 2 children, 2 boys, and it's so wonderful to see everyone. So thank you for organizing this, Gila.
You're
Where are you
welcome.
teaching? Where are you teaching?
I teach at King David,
Which one? Where about?
Lingsfield.
You followed, I think your mother taught me. I think you followed in her
Yes,
footsteps. Amazing.
absolutely, absolutely.
Who's in Australia? Do you want to go first?
I'll see you do it.
Hi, Saf. Let me help you. We'll do it at Saf and then Lance.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, I'm in Australia, along with Mr. Kalish over there. Living in Sydney, got 3 girls, and they all attend the Jewish day school here, which is called Moriah. After school, I lived in London for about 12 years before moving here. My wife is ex-South African, but Australian. And just if anything, I wish for my kids to have had the school life that we had at King David Victory Park. It was really special and unique. I think today the day schools are just too big, especially the one in Sydney. Whereas the one we had was very much like a family, and it's just lovely to see everyone in good health and in good spirits and looking good. So that's just me in a nutshell. If you're ever in Sydney, please come and say hi.
Nice. Asaf, what do you do?
So I've got a business. We do corrosion protection for air conditioning and refrigeration.
That's clever.
And
I'm
some
sure down
other
at the
small
coast
businesses
that's
as
really
well.
needed.
Yeah.
Hello, Lance.
So that's yeah.
Hello, everyone. I have been in Australia for the last like 27, 28 years, with a sprinkle of time in Israel. I lived in San Francisco and LA for quite a bit. Got married very early to an ex-South African, but who's grown up here, a Wunsch. If anyone remembers the Wunschers.
Is that Gina?
Lauren Wunsch.
Oh.
Gina's cousin. Gina's cousin. Didn't get married to Gina. We have 3 kids. So I got a 21-year-old boy and a 19-year-old girl and a 10-year-old Lat Lamaki, who keeps me on my feet. And what I was going to say, I've been in the world of consumer products in quite a few different brands, beauty, stationery, a whole bunch of stuff. In Australia, I've got a business it's like a niche version of co-working. It's like we work for hairdressers and beauty professionals. So we've got the biggest niche co-working play in Australia. But yeah, otherwise, very involved in the community here. Haven't been back to South Africa a lot, unfortunately, because there's enough South Africans here. But I'm in Israel a lot, and I get to see Michal a lot, which is always fantastic. So nice faces there.
Eilish, give me a call when you're here, man.
I definitely will. I'll be there in July. I'll be there a lot, and things in Australia are good, but nothing's as good as it used to be. The world's changed, especially since 7th of October. So I'm looking to spend more time in Israel. Haven't even told Michal yet. So Michal, Nikki, Brad.
Dude, are you ignoring me for some
Give me a
reason?
call when you're here, bro.
I'm definitely not ignoring. I can't see you, Lucky. And of course, if I go to Israel, I'll be with Lucky. I actually plan to move in with Lucky and get the family to live somewhere else. I finally got Lucky to speak.
I took that quite personally. I mean, it was like quite an obvious slight you made there.
I'm sorry.
Gavin, he left the best for last.
I left the
just
best
left
for
it
last.
out. But I guess we're all dreading to speak, so I may as well get mine over with.
I was about to say it's you.
So, what can I say? So professionally, I started off as a chartered accountant with Pricewaterhouse, riveting, and did some strategy consulting with Capgemini in my early career. Then, for the last 20-ish years, I've been working in early stage technology. For the last 20 years, on the operator side. 11 of those I was based in London. Had the joy of partying with Asaf a few times there, as well as the whole South African mafia. And for the last 7-ish years, I've been based in Tel Aviv, but I continue to work remotely in London. On the side, I do some consulting to one of Israel's biggest crime families. Just kidding. Then, other than that, romantically, I've had a series of failed relationships with some women in the UK and Israel. No salacious details to share, and no children that I know about. So I'm still single. And other than that, I'm not really open to any questions, but it is very nice to see everyone. And I look forward to hearing from Gilla and the KD Foundation. So maybe we can hand over to you now.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I've just been to Israel. I'm sorry we didn't see you. We went to the Nova site. It was an experience of note. Gabriella, sure. Lee Smellen, how are you?
There we go.
There we go.
Okay,
You're
hi.
unmuted.
How are you? Hi, everyone.
Hello,
So
guys.
good to see everyone. Oh my God. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Everything's good. Let me just change this. There we go. Okay. I'm good. Thank you. I've been in Boca Raton in Florida for 22 years now. And I'm married to an ex-Davidian Linksfielder, Jason Scher, matriculated in the same year as us. Yeah, so here we are. I studied at BCom at Wits after school, and then I did a marketing honors at Rao. And what's that, University of Johannesburg now? Is that what it's called?
UJ.
UJ, okay. And we left pretty much, a couple years later. And here we are, and I have 3 children. My oldest, Chad, turned 18 last week, and he's a senior this year, graduating high school in a couple months. And then I have another son, Aaron, who turns 16 tomorrow, actually. So he'll be driving soon in a week. And then I have a 10-year-old daughter, Eden. Yeah, all good. I'm a part-time real estate agent, a realtor. And what else? Volunteer a lot at the shul and for animal rescue, and all good. My parents got green cards.
We chopped liver.
Wait, I haven't yet. My parents, she took herself off mute. My parents got green cards 6 years ago, so they're here for the most part. So that's wonderful, thank God. And yeah, all good. Love having
Brother's also now in Boca, isn't he?
my brother. So he was in New York and in Miami for 4 years, pretty much over COVID, and now he's back in New York. Just went back to New York, so he's there.
Sure.
Yeah, ex-Linksfielder. Yeah, he's there, but he'll be back here for sure. He still have all his stuff in our storage unit here, so he'll definitely be back. And my sister's in New Jersey, so yeah, she matriculated the year before. And so we're all on the East Coast, thank God. And Jason's whole family are here, so we're very blessed. Doesn't happen often. And all good, yeah. We had the best, memories at King David, and my kids go to Jewish day school here. And literally a quarter of our school is ex-South African. So it's incredible. And we all talk about King David and all our experiences and amazing years, and love having my girls here. Tony's here, Elise is here. Amazing. And yeah, love when people visit. So please come visit us in Boca. We'd love to have you.
Thank you. Tony, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Last time I saw you was in New York, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, quite a few years ago.
Yeah, time for another visit.
Yeah, no longer there. You'll have to come to Florida.
Definitely. I'm game. You can't scare me.
Good. So good to see everybody. Best years of my life. King David was a lot of fun. Good memories. I still got to find some more photos of all of you. Finished school, went on to live in Israel for a year, went on to study photography for about 4 years, got my bachelor's, then landed up working for the Mandela family for 3 years, and then met my husband, was a groomsman at one of the weddings. He's a Linksfield boy. I went younger. All the older men couldn't cut it, so he's about 4 years younger than me. We landed up, it was always a dream to move to New York, so I was there for about 4 years. I actually lived down the road from from Kim. She was on West 97th. We were on West 96 in Columbus. and then I had my first kid there, and her name's Blake. She's turning 14 next week. And then my younger one is just turned 12. And then we relocated to Florida. And we've been in Florida now almost 12 years. So I'm still a full-on photographer. It's been an incredible career. Do a lot of weddings and mitzvahs and anything with people. And then, yeah, we have a doggy daycare. I also volunteer at the Humane Society. Elise and Gabs are about 40 minutes from me. I'm in Cooper City. My kids are at a Jewish day school. We also had a bit of anti-Semitism up in Boynton, relocated down to Cooper City. The kids are here. And it's just been an amazing life. So far, so good. So far, so good.
Good. Stace, I'm so scared I miss you.
I
So
have
can
to
we
leave.
unmute?
Sorry, Gila.
Oh,
I have to leave.
go for it, go for it.
Sorry. I have to leave. So
No,
maybe I'll
thank
just
you.
go
Go,
quickly.
go, go. Sorry, Stace. Go, Michal.
So just to say hi to everyone, and it's awesome to see you all, and it's really exciting. Some faces I haven't seen in wow, decades. So I'm in Israel. I have been ever since I left school. I did my military service here, and I married an Israeli, and I have three kids, two boys, twins, and an older daughter who just got her driver's license last week. So I really feel like 100. And in my professional life, I work in a small NGO. We provide strategic counseling to national security bodies here in Israel. I did my PhD in political science and international relations, and I primarily deal with soft challenges to Israel in the international arena. So that's me in a nutshell. Good to see you everyone. And I'm sorry that I have to leave.
Nice to see you, Mix.
Yeah, good to
Love
see
you,
you.
Michi.
Love you,
Nice to
Messi.
see
Great.
you.
It's amazing how the South African accent never really disappears, eh?
Yeah, never does. Cheers, guys.
Enjoy,
Love
Gila.
you.
Thanks for stopping me. Hello, Stace. Wait, let me unmute you. Okay, try.
Thank
There we
you.
go.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm not so technologically savvy. So what I wanted to say is if you ask me when I finished school, where would I be in 30 years' time? It probably wouldn't be where I am, but would I change it? No. So the first thing is I certainly never broke any cross-country records at school, but I bet you that none of you can beat me with my records, right? I call myself a double D. It's not my boob size. I'm a double divorcee. And I bet you, I know one other that's a double divorcee, but she didn't do what I did. I've got 4 kids, right? 2 were oopsies, but thank God it was the first and the last. So the 2 in the middle didn't feel unwanted. But I've had 3 kids with the one and then 1 with the other, which is also great and strategic. I'm saying, although it can be tough, one would think I planned it because, you get the one to pay school fees, medical aid, the other one to pay school fees and medical aid. It's not a bad plan. And then the other irony, I don't know if any of you know, but I am the most shocking swimmer. In fact, I had a note in primary school to excuse me from swimming in the deep end. And I still can't swim in the deep end, but you wouldn't believe it. I actually work in the water. I'm a physiotherapist and I'm a little bit of an everythingist. So I work in the water. I'm probably one of the most overqualified aquarobics instructors, but I also work as a physio in the water. And I'm a perpetual student. Actually, I've got a child who's 20. She's going to 3rd year medicine. We're both students at the same time. And I said, by the end time she finishes, we'll probably be both students at the same time. I did half of an LLB and then decided I'm a lover, not a fighter after physio. And I've now taken the long route, my 3rd year master's in aquatics and physio. And written a few books.
Written a book or 3?
A book or 3, but it was so funny because when I married the second one, because 2 were about the divorce, but it was actually like, the impetus was the first divorce. And he said, listen, if we ever get divorced, please don't write a book about me. So I promised to do that. But what I didn't promise, but he did give me permission, is I'm also like a bit of a part-time comedian. And the first one's not funny, actually. I mean, I've written funny poems about him, but this second one, you cannot believe how much material he's provided me with voluntarily for my comedy show. So I don't know how pressed you are for time, but I wanted to tell you a story. Nikki was with me in Israel and she'll know about it. And it's just one little thing from my comedy thing that I'd like to part with if you'd indulge me. May I? Because it's a very funny story, but you cannot tell a story if you don't tell it in Israeli accent. So Nikki and Stacy, they were, I think, Nikki, 21, and they were working hospital in Beit Levenstein in Israel. And you know, Stacy, she thinks she know Hebrew, even though she don't really know Hebrew. Doesn't mean if you've got the Israeli boyfriend here or there, you know Hebrew. So she's busy now with a man, very unfortunate name, because his name was Sofer Matok, and you know Matok means sweet. He was diabetic, he can't eat the sweet. Anyway, they amputated the leg right above the knee, and it's the first day Stacy's going to teach him to walk. So we put on the prosthesis, and he start to walk, and 2 minutes later he starts to scream, "Abetzim, abetzim, abetzim." Now, you know, Stacy, she thinks she's brilliant in Hebrew. She said, "Yofi, גם אכלתי ביצים לארוחת בוקר היום." I also ate eggs for breakfast this morning. But he's not smiling. He's not saying כל הכבוד. So he's carrying on, and habetzim, habetzim. Eventually he's looking down towards the scrotum. And Stacy, she come to realization something is wrong. So she realized that אחד של הביצים שלו, one of the balls of his, was stuck in the prosthesis. So she take out the ball, out this prosthesis, and then she try in the broken Hebrew to phone prosthetist, and she's trying to explain, אני לא יודעת מה לעשות, I don't know what to do. הפיישנט שלי, אחד מן הביצים, one of the balls, של הפיישנט שלי, הם בתוך הפרוסתסיס, inside the prosthesis, and אני לא יודעת מה לעשות, I don't know what to do. So he said, אי אפשר, it's impossible, and I said, אפשר, it's possible, בוא תסתכל. So he comes to look, takes him to the other room, and he comes out and he says, את נכונה. He said, you're right. He said, I know my Hebrew not so good. Is it I don't know. Do you know מה זה גמל? What is a camel? I say, Ken. He said he's hung like a camel. So the end of the story is he had to make the harness to, you know, to hold the beitzim so they don't go inside the processes. So what is the moral of the story? If I go to Israel, somebody asks me what you want for breakfast, I say shakshuka. And that is the end of my story, but it's, you know, one part of the whole comedy. So thank you for having me. I'll stay a little bit and listen because I've still got a few minutes, but thank you for indulging me.
Thanks,
Does everybody
Stace.
know what shashuka is?
Well, how can you not know what shakshuka is?
But then how can you not laugh?
Stace, you are hilarious. Maybe they don't think I'm funny.
Exactly.
I don't know.
No, we were on mute. We were laughing a
10
lot.
out of 10, 10 out of 10.
True
You're
Israeli
hilarious.
innovation right there, guys.
You're
True
hilarious.
What were
Israeli
you hiding at
innovation
school?
right there, holding the ball sack. Beautiful.
Listen, it's
I'm
it's
sure
not
it's something
bad.
us Israelis can be proud of.
She called them
So-
the bait them. Yeah, sorry.
The
Go.
person, one last thing, my father always audits me, tells me I can't retire. So I said, I've got a plan. I said, why do you think I go for Hebrew lessons? Do you think it's just STEM? I said, I'm going to go to Herzl Petuach, to the hospice. I'm going to find a terminally ill 8-year-old billionaire with no living relatives and 1 foot in the grave. And if I don't know how to talk to Hebrew, I mean, how am I going to communicate with him? He told me I'm disgusting. But I said to him, you know what now? Like, if I get married again, no one's going to buy me presents. So what do you want me to do? So that is my story, everybody. And anyone who wants to converse with me in Hebrew, אני יודעת קצת, אבל רק קצת. And I'll be there listening for a few minutes, but thanks for indulging me.
I
And
love
then
you,
before you leave,
Wow.
and now that Gary's not driving anymore and Shauna's still here, I'm going to show you my little presentation I made.
Can you mute me, Gila? I don't know how.
Okay, let me mute you first. Okay. Let me do that first. Okay.
Stacey had me crying, honestly, just to let you know. So funny.
Just checking we got sound, and here we go. Enjoy.
And also speak somebody else.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives.
Hope you enjoyed those photos. Thank you for everyone who posted pickies. I'm now going to introduce you to Raylene Tradonsky, who has 3 minutes. Hello, Ray.
You're muted.
Sorry.
Wait, you're muted.
Sorry, I'm unmuted. Am I fine now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay, so just lovely. Welcome, everybody. Lovely to see some familiar faces. Yeah, I won't pick on you, but lovely to see some of my generous donors on this call. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Raylene Tradonsky. I've got exactly 3 minutes. I promise I'll be quick. I run the King David Schools Foundation. If I look a whole lot older than you, it's because I am a good decade older. I just want to always start by thanking Gila. Guys, these reunions don't happen on their own. There is an enormous amount of work that goes on in the background, collating, getting pictures, finding everybody where they live. So just a huge shout out to my colleague Gila. Gil, thanks always for everything that you do for the foundation. Okay, so what else do we do, guys, besides reunions? Well, let me just share with you that we have reunions 10 years out of school, which we battle to get anybody to come back because, oh, we know everybody. But we've also just had 3 60-year reunions. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we've just had our third 60-year reunion. And I will tell you something for free, that at 60 years out of school, every living person is on that Zoom or in person if it's in person one. So it's always fascinating to me how nostalgia grows and a willingness to connect with your youth as you get older, rather strangely. So it comes full circle. So thank you all for joining joining. I know it's not always a good time. It's never a good time. It's never a good time. Ask the Aussies and ask the guys in America and ask the South Africans and ask the people in Israel. But we seem to think this time works. Okay, so besides reunions, which we love to throw to connect with our alumni, we run the foundation ostensibly to raise money. Sorry, guys, but that's our kind of reservoir for being. And the reason that we do that is because an enormous number of our alumni now live overseas. Gilla will give you the stats just now, but almost everybody on this call will know that many of your alumni are no longer living in South Africa. And so I've made it my business to connect with alumni all over the world. I recently visited the 7 cities where the bulk of our alumni live. No surprises for guessing where they are. Besides Johannesburg, of course, there's New York, LA, Toronto, Tel Aviv, London, Sydney, and Melbourne. And if you cover those 7, you've pretty much covered 60% of our alumni, obviously outside of Johannesburg. And my plea is always the same. If you have had the privilege of a King David education, and I think everybody sitting here will testify to the fact that it really was a privilege. And if today you are in the very remarkable position that you are able to give back, please do. Whether it's 180 Rand a month or $18, which is what my request was on my recent travels to the States, or whether it's a full scholarship, which is today over 200,000 Rand or roughly $10,000 and 8,000 pounds and 12,000 Aussie dollars and every single other currency, please help us. Today, we financially assist over 500 children in our schools. We have an annual budget of 40 million Rand. And I have set up structures in almost every place where the bulk of our alumni live to get the tax-deductible donation. So whether you're living in the States, in London, even now in Israel, in Australia, and of course in South Africa, we can offer you the tax-deductible option of paying a donation and getting tax deductibility. So that's it from my side, unless there are any questions. I'd love to meet with you when next time in your part of the world. What I'll also tell you is that we try to keep our alumni connected. We try to have events all over the world. I hope you've heard about them. I hope you all heard about our 75 years. We are really already planning for a big 80-year reunion in all of those cities. Don't miss it, guys. They're fabulous. We bring comedians, we bring South African sweets. I will go to my grave saying my single biggest achievement is being able to take all the South African sweets into Australia after they made me write every single ingredient. Asaf, I saw you're in Sydney, and I saw Kalish in Australia. I had to write every ingredient of every single sweet I was bringing, and then some, before they allowed me to bring anything in. So if I always said, if I go to my grave and they ask me my biggest achievement beside my beautiful kids, I'm going to say getting South African sweets for our King David reunion. Guys, that's me done. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Have fun reconnecting, and let me know if you have any questions outside of this email, if you'd like to participate in our fundraising efforts. Thanks so much, and goodbye.
Thanks, Raylene.
Thanks, Raylene.
Jason Kupritz, the reason why I can print in color is because of you. Hello.
Oh, hello, everybody. And the reason I know majority of you is probably from the sports field, not from the classroom. So, hi, everyone. Good to see you all. I often wonder where everybody is around the world and what you're up to. From me, I've got 2 beautiful children. My son's 15, my daughter's 12. My son has recently got me out of retirement from golf. I hadn't played for like 6 years, and all of a sudden he's starting to play golf again. So I find myself on the golf course a bit. I haven't stopped playing sport. I still play cricket. I still play tennis, play a bit of paddle. And recently I've started to play snooker. 3 hours goes by very fast on a snooker table, and out of all the sports I've ever played, that is the most difficult sport, I can tell you with confidence, and challenging. From a career point of view, I started off at Canon when I was very young. My dad took me to varsity. I didn't get a varsity entrance at all, but I kept on saying, but what about a diploma or something? You know, parents know. And he says, okay, let's go. We went to, I think it was Boston City campus, and I took one look around there. I said, no, China, this isn't for me. I didn't get through school very easily. Thank God for the sports field. So I started off at Canon. I spent 10 years of my life selling printers, cold calling, knocking on doors, finding myself in the middle of town, up and down one-way streets, not knowing where I was. In those days, it was all map books, you know, running late for customers because you couldn't read the moment. I think the one subject I did do well was in geography. Thank God for that. And then 10 years after that, I got involved with Konica Minolta printers. I became the distributor for basically Konica Minolta Gauteng. We're the biggest distributor of printers. I sponsor all the King David schools, photocopiers and printers in their print rooms. And I'm glad, Gilla, you can print in color. It's a good thing.
Grace, yeah, from our side, a huge shout out. I didn't mention you, but thank you. Thank you for our wonderful, wonderful printer.
Printers, thank you. You're most welcome.
We call it, the one in our office is called Gillis printer. Whenever somebody needs to print, they say, must we print it to Gillis printer?
No problem. And the good news is you're getting more. The Victory Park ones are going to be scattered around Linksfield and wherever else you need them. So that's good. That's happening.
I don't know if that's such good news.
You don't know if it is. No, that is good. That is good news. And yeah, I've recently launched a clothing brand called Coop Active, obviously surname Coop. So you can check it out on Instagram. It's KUPE_active. And that's, we specialize in grip socks. And we're the biggest distributor of grip socks in South Africa, specifically for all the paddle clubs. So if there's any one of you out there around the world that's looking for, that are involved in paddle or sports, that want to take the brand to another country, it's done very, very well in South Africa, and very open to something like that. And that's it from me. Simple.
Thank you so much.
I'll tell you something else that I have done. You know, when you launch a clothing brand and you can't fit in your own clothes, you've got a problem. And, when you're continuously having to pay brand ambassadors to make your own product look good, you got another problem. So I went on a drive to actually get healthy, to lose weight, and I prioritized 2 years ago. I prioritized myself. I'm down nearly 30 kilograms.
Wow!
I eat strict carnivore eating. I only eat basically protein, and 30 kilos down. I train 4 times a week. I'm in the best shape of my life. My blazer, my school blazer, is actually too big for me. And
you look fantastic, Jay.
I'm 5 kilos less than what I was in matric. So
you would have been bowling second drop if you were in this good shape.
Alon, you got no charts now, but
fucking Alon.
Yes, we know.
Way to make us feel bad, Jay.
Can you bottle up your diet and regime and sell it or something?
No, it's simple. It's the most simple thing ever. It's protein only. You know, when you get asked what are you going to have with your steak, nothing. What do you mean nothing? Chips, no salad, no nothing.
You're not drinking any beer, Cooper.
Sorry?
Are you not drinking any beer whatsoever?
Nothing.
Wow.
I drink a bit of whiskey.
Wow.
And anything sugar. I don't touch sugar. I haven't touched sugar for 2 years. And I don't touch
your kidneys with all that protein?
And I'm involved. I go to specialist doctor that specializes in blood work. And every 6 months I have my bloods done, and they've never been better. My cholesterol's the lowest it's ever been. I eat eggs regularly with the yolk. Basically, what I've learned is that if you're going to put diesel into a petrol engine, your car's not going to go too well. And I basically have exactly what I need for my body to continue. I don't go out of the ordinary. I don't really eat sweets or chocolates, although I can now. I've been at my goal weight for the last 7-8 months, and I'm strong and I feel great, and I can be my own brand ambassador now, which is the best thing.
Who designed your program for you?
Sorry?
Who designed your program for you?
It's simple. It's carnivore. If you go and you look at carnivore eating and the
Carnivore diet.
benefits of it, it's not a hard thing. It's you can eat it or you can't eat it. You're either eating eggs, chicken, fish, and meat, or you're not. There's nothing in between. Because if you're going to eat your sugars and your carbs and your fats, that's very bad. Your cholesterol is going to go up. Your arteries will be blocked. But if you cut out the sugars, your energy is going to come directly from your carbs and then fats. But if you cut out the both, the only source of energy is from fats. So I have butter with my food when I cook my eggs. When I'm frying a steak, it will be in butter, a lot of salt, and I
It's
get my
practically,
calcium.
it's keto,
calcium
right? It's a keto diet.
Called the
It's
carnivore
similar.
diet. I just dropped it in the chat.
It's actually stricter than keto. Keto is very good because it incorporates some vegetables and stuff. But I've gone even stricter. I don't even have dairy, and though I can, and I haven't been on an antibiotic for 2 years. True story. And I used to get sick regularly. I used to be on antibiotics often with sore throats and stuff like that.
Oh,
So far, so good from me.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Robin? Hi.
Yes. Hi, guys. Well, there's Ozempic, of course, which makes it a bit easier. But you're doing it the right way.
And tequila.
Guys, nice to see you all. And tequila, yeah, except you feel worse the next day. Yeah, I am married. I married a Hyde Park boy. He is Jewish. So, and have two beautiful children. My son Ben is 17 and my daughter Emily is 14. She loves to be on that Victory Park stage and sing. She's quite incredible, very brave. I studied graphic design at Greenside Design Center after school and then went into my first job, worked at a couple of ad agencies, and now basically I paint and I sell as much as I can. Love it. It's therapy. And yeah, and life carries on. It flies by. Very sad that Victory Park is closing. We're going to miss it. So both my kids are heading to Linksfield, and yeah, my son will be in matric. So yeah, and my daughter's, she's excited. There's a lot more opportunities there, so we'll see how that goes. And that's it. Otherwise, all healthy and well, thank God.
Thanks,
But
Robin.
nice to see you all.
Great to see
Hello,
you.
Sean.
Great to see you, Jace. So awesome.
Hey everyone, so good to see everyone after so long. Yeah, I'm still in Johannesburg, married, got 3 daughters, so no soccer players on my side. Got 16-year-old, 11 and 9 that keep me very busy. Yeah, in my professional career, I'm actually in digital marketing. I've got a digital agency that started about 15 years ago, which keeps me really busy. And yeah, besides that, not too much else going on, but it's just really good to see everyone.
Thank you so much.
I've got to go in a few minutes. Can I go? Can I have a chat?
Yes, please. Go for it.
So hi guys, nice to see everyone. And I think that sense of community of a small school you really feel where you look around at the group and you think like it's just so amazing to have that connection where I know my husband at Linksfield where there were 200 people was like, who are these people? And I definitely don't have that sense here today. So that's small schools for you. I'm living in Cape Town, also married at King Davidian, but from Linksfield. We've got 3 kids. My son just finished matric on Friday, so it's really quite momentous to be doing this while he was doing that. I had these 2 matric groups running side by side, matric, 95 and matric 25 at the same time. I have a 15-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son, and all at Herzliya. And yeah, I work in the Jewish community here in Cape Town. We've got a very tight-knit, small community. There are only about 12,000 Jews in Cape Town. We importing a few from Joburg every now and then, and a couple of returnees from all over the world that find their way back to Cape Town, which offers a really great quality of life. So yeah, that's my story, and it's just really beautiful to see everyone.
Thanks, Liat. Let's listen to Tracy Lee and Jason Joffe. How's it, guys?
Hi, guys. Hope you're all well. Gilla and Raylene, thanks so much for organizing. Just pity like not more people came on, but this is so stunning to see everyone. So Jason and I, please God, will have been married. We'll be married 21 years next week, which is great. We've got 4 kids. 4 kids. My oldest is 19. He went to Victory Park. He had the best, like honestly, the best 5 years there. Sadly, his year was actually the last like big year. I think after that, it was really small. He's living in Israel now, and he is living his absolute best life. Then I've got a 17-year-old daughter. She's in grade 11 at Linksfield. When she finished primary school at Santon, and she told me she told us she wanted to go to Linksfield, I actually think Jason and I got hyped, like just thinking about sending a kid to Linksfield, just because of our experience at Victory Park. But Rob, just some encouragement. My 2 girls have had the most incredible time in Linksfield. They are just thriving and loving every minute of it. I've got another daughter in grade 8 at Linksfield. She's 14. And then I've got a little boy of 9, and he's a King David Santon. And what else? I think Jason can talk now.
Yeah, I've got to say.
Really, Jace, you have to speak.
So, yeah, we're still living in Joburg, still friends with pretty much the same crew as I always was. And yeah, it's just good to see everyone.
And I get to see you from time to time when you come to Israel.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to see you when I come.
I see you more in Israel than I ever saw you in South Africa when we were like after school.
My 17-year-old wants to come live in Israel when she finishes school. So then I'm going to have 2 in Israel and 2 here. So I don't know. I think at some point we're going to have to decide where we're going to be. But for now, we're here.
Jason?
Yeah, I mean, I think Tracy said it all. It's the good or the bad of being married is your stories are very similar.
Did you date at school?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, cool. And Jason, what do you do?
So I'm in a marketing business. I've had various marketing and media businesses over the years. And yeah, just carry on.
Do you not teach people how to do the promotions, Jason?
I don't teach anyone anything, but
I mean, is that not what your company
we
does?
we do promotions, we do branding, we do like in-store medias and things like that.
So modest. Okay, Kerry Silverman, hello. Let me help you unmute.
And I need to mute. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Gilla. Thank you so much for putting this together today. So nice to see everyone. Yeah, crazy, but really feels so special to see everyone. And it's, we realize how, when we at school, the 12 years we always thought seemed like such a big chapter of our lives. And we realized like how quick those 12 years actually go. But wow, such an impact it makes on our life then. And for the future, it really is such a foundation for all of us. And I mean, when I see you all, it feels like we saw each other yesterday. And I know that it's like such important and special relationships that even if you don't speak, you could just start off where you left off. So really great to see everyone. Can you hear me, everyone? I feel like okay. And yeah, how's it like? I just feel like so connected to so many people, whether we see you or we don't, whether it's Tracy, Jason, Tammy, Richard, everyone, just, we're all still such good friends, Dylan. Lawrence's daughter Ella and my daughter are also best friends in the same group, so it really is a small world. I'm also married to ex-Kindervidian from the Linksfield side, to Brad Silberman, and I have 2 daughters. Crazy to think that my eldest daughter, Sienna, she's 18, and she is, she's busy writing matric. She's at Kindavid Linksfield. She is finishing on Tuesday. So yeah, still got 2 accounts papers tomorrow and life science biology on Tuesday. But yeah, it feels like I was just in matric, and it's like, how can she suddenly be, we all still feel that age. But, and yeah, saying that, I mean, Brad and I always wanted our kids to go to Victory Park. But it just so happened that she wanted to go to Linksfield. And for all those that are still coming, wow, it's really been an unbelievable school. And she loves it. And yeah, Kindavid is still, I still believe it's like the best Jewish day school in the world. And my younger daughter, Kessia, she is 16. She's in grade 10, going to grade 11. So still got another 2 years to go for her. And yeah, I'm trying to think also whether it's, I mean, bumping Sean, I think I bumped you in Woolworths 2 days ago. And Gabriella, it's always so nice to see you. And like, it feels like when we see each other, it's like it was like yesterday. And just everyone, just so amazing to see you all. I'm trying to think, what else? I studied at Wits. I did my honors in psychology, and then I went to do a PVM at Wits Business School. And for the most part, I have always worked. This year I'm not working. It's been more schlepping, and looking forward to matric finishing. But yeah, just everyone looks amazing, and so good to see you all. And yeah, just it's like really feels like family, and it's just really special and such an important, good chapter of our lives. And yeah, just sad that VP is closing, for the whole of the South African community. But please God, so many memories and special times ahead, and looking forward to One Kindavid, KD1, and please God, only good things ahead. And yeah, good to see everyone.
Hope to see all the South Africans or Joburgers next week at Victory Park.
Yes, I
Heather, do you want to
definitely will
say?
pop out.
I have to leave soon. I was hoping I could go next.
I was about to ask you. Please do.
So it's also amazing to see everybody. I haven't seen some people for over 30 years. I'm here in Boston, in the United States. I've been here for 22 years. I'm a pulmonologist and a critical care specialist. And I guess I concentrated most of my time on work. I'm not married, but spend a lot of time in the hospital. So, but I come to South Africa quite often because I still have a lot of family there, and I go to Israel from time to time. My sister still works at Kindavid. She teaches grade 2. And she's going to Linksfield. So I'm also very, very sad that the school is closing. But hopefully Kindavid will keep going from strength to strength.
Have to add for all those people that are very scared about Linksfield, and I get it. And for those of you who can't make the reunion next week, the big final assembly, please, anytime you're in Joburg, please call us and come for a walk around the Linksfield campus. I promise you it's not so scary. And as I've heard some parents say who've moved their kids, it's actually the most fabulous campus. It really just is a case of something you're not yet used to. So please look us up. Let us know when you're coming. It will be our absolute pleasure to take you around and show you. Because once you've seen it, I promise it ain't so scary. Thank you.
Thanks, Raylene.
Alon, Ram, how are you?
I'm good, thank
There-
you. Thank you so much for organizing, and thank you, Raylene, for the incredible work and effort that you do at the King David School Foundation. It's really is special to see everyone. Like I was saying in the beginning, I think if I walked in the street, I don't think I'd recognize a lot of you. But nonetheless, I'm sure you probably wouldn't recognize me either. I still do love my sports, Lance and Jason. Although I don't get to play a lot of it because I got a very bad back, but I try. My kids keep me fairly young. I've got three kids. A 16-year-old, Aaron, a boy, another boy who had his bar mitzvah recently, Ethan, and a daughter who is 8 years old. And they do keep me very active, keen golfers, keen tennis players, keen paddlers. My daughter loves her dancing and acro, and it's just wonderful to kind of watch that flexibility at a young age. Still friendly with quite a few of the guys, our same core group, Gav and Lolly and Lawrence and Steph. We may not get to speak to each other very often, but when we do chat, it's like, it's the same good old memories, and it's like we were together from yesterday. So many amazing memories from school. I was fortunate enough to be invited to the 30-year reunion. I missed 10, I didn't get the invite. I missed 20, I didn't get the invite. But I'm happy that I got the 30, and probably concur with Raylene in that as we get older, we reflect more on our youth. And especially having kids at, coming into this age where, it just seems so familiar and what we did, and just seeing their experiences, and it's, it's kind of a rinse repeat, and you just have really strong memories of our youth. What else can I say? I live in Cape Town. I've lived here since came to UCT straight out of school, actually with Gav. Studied a BCom, hated my first year in Cape Town. I got coerced to stay here. Eventually, I found a girlfriend in my fourth year, or whatever it was, like tail end of varsity, and we got married and been married for 20 years, will be, I think, next year. And from a career perspective, I am involved in a technology business, an online review platform called Hello Peter. You may know of it or not. Prior to that, like in Mr. Delivery, which you probably know of as well. And life's good. What can I say? I'm very involved in the Jewish community in Cape Town as well. Go to a shul called Or Sameach, very involved over there. And yeah, that's about my life in a short summary.
Thanks, Alon. Brad, I asked you to unmute yourself. You unmute yourself, then I muted you. I'm sorry. Hello.
No, all good, all good. I was just talking to my son. He has to go back to school.
Hey.
Yeah. So they let them come and go. They just give them total freedom. They trust them. It's like we never had it like that. We were like
No.
at school, maybe once or twice we skipped out and we made our way from Linksfield to Victory Park, caught black taxis and things like that. I remember that. But they let the kids walk out, then they go back to school later. Then sometimes they feel like going, sometimes they don't. Teachers don't show up. I swear, Israel is just like a free for all. Definitely not. I remember it is.
We're not the only ones in that boat.
No, I swear. And then if the teachers they're not at school because they're in Miluim, and then they try and get standing teachers, but there's no one to stand in, and it's just like it's voluntary, where for us it was compulsory, but they end up okay at the end of the day, so we must be doing something right. So Gilla, thank you for organizing this and putting it all together. It's really unbelievable to connect with everyone and see everyone's faces after such a long time, and to hear their stories and find out what they've been doing and what they've been up to. And thank you very much for dedicating this to David Smith, actually. I think one of my fondest memories, or one of my most impressionable memories of King David Victory Park was Encounter. I mean, I think I speak for everyone when I say we had the most incredible Encounter experience. It was amazing. And the one memory that really stood out was at the end of Encounter. David, I don't know if anyone else remembers, but we were in the hall, a big hall, and people were passing the candle around, and everyone got a chance if they wanted to speak. They managed to speak. I don't know if you guys remember that, but David Smith, he just out of the blue, like so unexpected. He took the candle and he stood up in front of everyone and he said like with such like emotion, it was really incredible how he just connected to the whole experience, the whole religious experience and Judaism and it was really like quite an impressionable moment. It definitely, I remember thinking, wow, David Smith, if he was so impacted by Encounter and from the experience he had, well, then there's definitely hope for a degenerate like me, when it came to connecting. So thank you very much for dedicating this to David. So my story after school, I know, guys, a lot of you guys aren't going to be happy to hear that. I had to get out of Johannesburg. It wasn't really my scene or where I felt happy, where I felt comfortable. I lived in Cape Town for several months. I crossed paths with many, many people there. I lived in London, Kalish. I don't know if you remember that. Crossed paths with you. We got together. I think it was on the West End the one evening. Crossed paths with Asaf. You'll never forget. Got us thrown out the club. Ended up slapping me across the face. Of course, we were in KFC. I took a little chicken piece and was dancing it on the top of your head. Can't remember that. I mean, you can't forget that. And then, so I spent some time in London. After London, went to actually yeshiva for a few months. Rogoff, well, I'm not sure if you were in yeshiva at that time, but I know our paths have crossed in Israel since. After yeshiva, off to New York, where sister, we crossed paths, you know. It's amazing. Like Breast, Gregory, we crossed paths in New York. Nick Brett, it's been an unbelievable ride, an unbelievable journey. It really has been special. I mean, going to school with everyone and then, being together, just crossing paths. Nikki Glatt, Newfield, in Israel now. And obviously would love to connect with everyone whenever anyone is in Israel. Would love to catch up and have a drink, a beer. Kuprit, sorry, beer's my kryptonite. I have to drink beer. Um, and so I've been in Israel for the past 18 years. Got married in South Africa, spent 2 years there, and I said, that's it. I kept on trying to get away, get away. I knew just wasn't happy there. So I knew I was a Zionist, and the Zionistic, the mentality came from King David, actually. And I thank God every day like that. I went to King David. It wasn't a given that I was going to go to a Jewish school. I could have easily gone to like Wendywood or another school, but I'm very, very grateful for the upbringing in King David, Linksfield, and then Victory Park. And it definitely instilled like a sense of Zionism within me. And it was a very strong like sense of Zionism. And we were in Orlando, and Boca ran into Shista. We came across each other, organized to meet up. And he learned we were there for my son's bar mitzvah trip. And he says to me, Dad, like, why don't we live in Boca? Like the houses are amazing and it's such a beautiful area and the streets are incredible. Like, why in Israel? And I just said to him, like, this is always what I've wanted. This is my dream. This is, ever since I was at school, I wanted to come and live in Israel. And I said, but, he's got his heart set on coming to America, Shista. So if he lands up there, you're going to take care of him.
I'm working on him.
Yeah.
Working on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Like no chance. I'm just kidding.
So ever since we got back, like in October, he's like, that's it. But it's great because it's a good motivator. I use it and I say, great, Lani, you have to do well at maths. If you don't do well at maths, you're not going to end up in America. He's like, okay, I got to sit down and do maths and everything like that. So anyway, he's one of four. I've got four boys. He's my second. My eldest is 15, and then I've got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. and they definitely keep me busy. But it's the best, you know. Kids are, you know, besides kids and your health, like what really else do you have, you know? So we live in Modi'in. We live in a really nice city. It's brilliant for children. They've got all the independence in the world. My 15-year-old, he comes home on a Friday night. He goes out. He walks. We Dati light, so we're religious light. We keep Shabbos. We keep kosher. The Chagim and all of that. I put on tefillin from time to time. And Friday night, he has a mifkash. He meets up with all of his friends and he goes out till like 4 a.m. in the morning, comes home, peace of mind, don't have to worry about it. My 13-year-old Ilan has just started doing that as well. 10-year-old is now just literally, I said to him, Gids, I can't take you to soccer. Like, I'm sorry, but I've got this very important call. So he's literally just taken himself off. He's 10 years old and he's walking like 2 kilometers down the road to play soccer because he's like really into it, you know? So thank God, like very, very happy with where we are. I feel like this is, you know, where we're going to be for the rest of our lives, in Modi'in, in Israel. And please God, I hope to see you guys here soon as well. In terms of my professional career, so I started off at Citibank, worked there like I'm a career man, like I'm a corporate man. Love it. It's fun. Just play the game. It's amazing. Climb the ladder, and get your bonuses, get your RSUs, get your stock option. Fine. It's great, you know. But I know Dave, you were at Citibank at the same time, David Bain. But I left Citibank, went over to Cisco. So now I'm with Cisco. I'm in their corporate real estate division. I started off heading up all of Israel's real estate, so managing all of the corporate real estate for Cisco in Israel. Then I moved on to include the Middle East and Africa, which was pretty interesting. You know, being in Israel, heading up the division for corporate real estate, but then speaking to the sales guys in Lebanon, you know, and having conversations with them. I'm pretty sure that, you know, the Mossad, whoever were listening into those conversations as well. But nothing really interesting happening there. And then I moved on to support the team, also still in Cisco corporate real estate, but more on a global strategy and planning role. And that's where I've been ever since for the last 3 years. Yeah, amazing. Gila, as I said, thank you very much for organizing this. It's really been fantastic to see everyone. Rogoff, also, I know I ran into you a couple of years ago. Would love to actually see you more often. And I was just saying that, well, I was thinking that we should do more of a local get together in terms of a reunion with all the Israelis, you know, expat South Africans being in Israel and do a reunion together. It would be really amazing. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Brad. Great breast, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Nice. Hello, everybody. So nice to be here. Thank you for organizing everything, Gila, and for all the work that you put into this. Yeah, so cool to see everybody. It's like so nostalgic. I'm so pleased that I'm here. Cannot believe that it's been 30 years. It's like I still can't wrap my head around that. So my story is after school, I did a BCom honors. At UNISA, didn't know what I wanted to do except make money. After I finished studying, I went to live in London for 2 years, where I started to, I was always a good Jewish boy growing up. And in London, I started to have a bit of fun, shall we say. Worked in finance. I went from bank to bank. Um, and it never really sort of found what I was looking for. I wanted more like adventure and fun and travel. Certainly found a lot of fun. Started drinking a lot and doing some extracurricular activities, shall we say. After 2 years, after traveling a bit and doing, just things didn't really work out with finance. So I got the bright idea. I ended up doing a play in London, which I loved, and I wanted to then go to Hollywood to get into show business. So off I went. I moved to New York for a few months. I actually stayed at Brad Pillemer. Thank you, Brad, for letting me stay at you for a month, rent-free, which was really cool of you. And then I went to Hollywood, ended up spending 13 years there. Um, was never really focused. You know what I mean? I never really gave myself the opportunity to succeed because I was working in nightclubs and restaurants and just partying and drinking and having way too much fun. Too much fun. So after 13 years of living in LA, and things not really working out, I was always having fun partying with all these, actors and people, but I wasn't really becoming one myself. So eventually I just, I was doing too many drugs. So I hope there aren't any kids listening. And my family were like, time to come home. So I didn't really have any options. I didn't have any money. I was kind of broke. And so I became a citizen. So I could always go back, but came back to South Africa in 2015, carried on using drugs for the next 3 years. So I was just like a wreck. I wasn't happy. I was selling houses. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just kind of felt like a big failure in life that I hadn't really achieved anything and I wanted to be rich and famous and I'm anything but. So I then got, eventually at the beginning of 2019, almost 7 years ago, I finally got clean. I've been sober and clean and sober since. And I have an amazing, amazing job now, which I've been at for 7 years, working in Melrose Arch here in South Africa for a company called TechX. It's part of the VAT IT group. Absolutely love it. It's just like the most unbelievable job. I work really, really hard. I love what I do. So like my favorite time of the week is a Monday morning because I get to just get up and live it all again. So I'm just like in a really, really good place. Again, I love what I do. I'm so happy. I'm very close to my parents. I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I got married for a green card, but that was it. Got the green card, got the citizenship. So that all worked out. But that's pretty much it. Just happy and very happy to be home, close to my family, and yeah, just loving life at the moment. So that's my story.
Oh, it's Brad. Mazel tov on being clean. Happy birthday. It's hard. I know it's hard.
Thanks. Thanks. Oh, just by the way, my mom's writing a book about me, unlike Stacey. It's called 18 Years an Addict. It's coming out next month, and I'm expecting everybody to get a copy. Watch out. It'll be on social media, so you could follow me on social media to get the
You're
book.
related to Anne.
She's my mom. She's writing the book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's written the book.
Didn't she write a book about your sister as well?
She did. So my sister Angela's also in recovery. She's got like
Mother's a
13
saint.
years. Huh?
Your mom's a saint.
She's a saint and she's had to put up with a lot, but it should be a good book. But yes, Angela's book is also out. Oy vey, my child is gay and an addict.
I've got a copy.
Nice. Nice.
Greg, you look amazing and you haven't aged and just kudos to you, babe, really.
Thanks, Tones. Love you. Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you, Greggy.
Love you
Well
guys.
done. Well done. Mwah.
Hi, Nikki.
Carrie needs to go. I think she messaged. She asked if she
Carrie.
can go next.
Sorry, please. Hi, Carrie.
Thanks. Hi, guys. So good to see you. Thanks, Gilla, for organizing. 30 years feels like many lifetimes ago. After school, I did a BCom. My boyfriend at the time immigrated to Australia. I went to visit him. I loved the place. I wanted to stay, so I made a plan to go back. The love didn't work out, but my love for Australia did. So I landed up doing my CA there and living in Australia in Sydney for 6 years. Once I had my citizenship, I came back to Joburg and I'm married with a daughter who's 9 at Linksfield. I've got 2 stepsons who live in Israel, living their best lives. And I work at R&B in private equity. That's my day job, but my passion in life is coaching. So I do that on the side. I do it at work and I have clients outside of work. And that's me in a nutshell. So good to see everyone. And I'm actually coming to Sydney in December. I cannot wait. It's been 14 years since I was there and I miss it so much. I dream about being there. So, yeah, good to see you all.
Thank you, Carrie. Please, if anybody needs to leave, stop me, WhatsApp me, message me. I don't want to miss you having to say hello. Is there anybody else that's going to leave?
I might, depending on how long we go on for. So maybe
Nikki, all yours. Go for it.
Thank you. I mean, it really is amazing to see everyone. Alon says that he wouldn't recognize everyone on the street. I think I'd recognize every single one of you. Like everyone, I mean, looks the same. You don't think that it's been 30 odd years since we were all together. And like I think the timing right now is quite perfect with the KDVP farewell next week. There's a lot of emotion, obviously, in Joburg with the closing down of Victory Park. Like just we were all there. It's a community. I lived in Victory Park for 34 years. So it's really, never mind just the school, it's the community, it's the shul. It's a lot of emotions there and a lot of reflections and memories coming back from the past. And this really was just the perfect timing right now to see all of you. So in terms of just personal, I'm married also to a KDL boy. He was the same as our year, 1995. I've got 3 boys. They're twins who are 9. Okay, I will continue. So I've got 3 boys who are twins. My kids are a lot younger. I had kids quite late, so they're 9, my twin boys. Linda actually taught them some art classes in the holidays. They did some of her courses. They actually with Tracy and Jason's boys, the twin boys, and I've got an older a boy who's 11. So I do a lot of soccer on the weekends. And what else? Qualified as a vet, practiced as a vet for many years, worked in the UK as a vet, came back to South Africa and did a few different things, corporate, working for a veterinary pharmaceutical company, owned my own veterinary retail shop for a while, and I've been in pet insurance for the last 10 years now. And I've actually gone quite technical, so I'm building my second app now. I mean, the first app, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and at least now I've got a bit more experience this time around. And yeah, that's about, not sure what else to say. What I'd actually love to see is a summary of where everyone is in the world. Like how many people are in the UK, in the US, in Israel.
Put a pie chart up tomorrow. I'll put a pie up.
That'd be amazing. Like I really feel like a lot of our years left, and yet at the same time, I keep bumping into people in South Africa. So it would just be really interesting to know the percentages. And yeah,
I'll do it for you in the morning.
Awesome. Thank you, Gila. And thank you for organizing this. But just very good to
My
see
pleasure.
everyone.
Thanks. David Bain, how are you?
Good. It's great to see everybody here. Really fills my heart with warmth just seeing everyone's faces and getting the messages. And it's pretty awesome that this was organized super early. It's 5:30 in the morning here. Jumped on at 4:30. I now live in Las Vegas. For those who don't know, but yeah, I left South Africa in 2001. Moved to the UK. Was there for like 6 years. Met up with a bunch of people. Ryan Scher, still friendly with him. Saw Dylan quite a bit when I was in the UK. Saw Lance once when we were in the UK. And then after that, moved to New York. Was in New York for a good 2-3 years. Saw Nick there for a little bit. Partied with him a little bit. From there, moved to San Francisco. Lance was very, very kind in San Francisco to me, invited me into his home. Spent quite a bit of time with him. At the time, I was actually working a job where I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Lance had just come back I think he had just come back from Australia, and you're between renting new homes, and he asked to stay with me. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to work, and he hadn't gone to sleep yet. And I'm trying to sneak out of my room to go, but I have to go through the lounge, which is where he's sleeping. And I just hear this, good morning. And you're like, what? And I hate talking in the morning. And eventually I'm like, what, Lance? It's like, good morning. I'm like, dude. So anyway, was in San Francisco for probably about 4 years, 2 years in. I mean, anyone who had been with me up until this point knew that to go and party with me might have been a bit of a hazard for themselves. Certainly for myself, but definitely for them. They never knew what they were getting. So like Greg, I actually got sober at that point. That was in 2011. Met my now wife in recovery. Moved to Las Vegas about 12 years ago to work with Solar City, which eventually became Tesla. Been here for about 12 years, got 2 kids. Well, I've actually got 2 kids and a foster child. So I've got a daughter who's 11, Kerry, her name is also Sienna. And then I've got a 9-year-old Brody, and then we've got an 8-year-old girl that we're fostering, Lotus. And yeah, I just work for a finance company remotely. Las Vegas, I don't live on the strip, so I'm hardly, I only go down there if we're going to go, enjoy some of the restaurants. But for the most part, it's actually a lot like Johannesburg. Except in the summer, it's a little bit hotter, and in the winter, it's a little bit colder. But the schools are great, and there's kids playing in the neighborhoods, and we live in this like little area where there's like a cul-de-sac, and I go out riding their bikes and having fun. And yeah, I've got a group of friends here, and yeah, married a woman, Katie, who's far smarter, kinder, sweeter than me, all day, every day, which actually isn't that hard, but she certainly makes and yeah, we've been married now. It's also almost like 13 years. She'll kill me if she ever finds that. I don't know how long we've been married, but nevertheless, it's been great. And so yeah, but it's just so lovely, and I'm super grateful that you guys put this together, and get to see everybody and see how well everyone's doing. It's nice to see, and I'm glad that you're dedicated to David. I remember him well. Yeah, love to you all, guys.
Thanks, David. Gary Rogoff, how are you today?
I am, thank God, fantastic. Well done. Thank you for doing this. I am sitting here in Tsuadasa, the Judean Highlands. I'm one of the Jews that have returned home, and I'm privileged of speaking to you from Judea, a Jew from Judea. And I owe a lot of that, Hakar Satov, that recognition, to King David. As much as I joke, King David gave us a Jewish education without the deep roots of our people, but it lit our fire, the encounters and the Shabbatonim, lit a spark, and I could see that set me off on a quest of discovery, of asking and questioning, which led me to do my interior design. I wanted to figure out this Judaism shtick, which I didn't have, and I went to one year in yeshiva, became 7 years, meeting my beautiful wife Tanya. And then getting a smicha, so I'm officially a rabbi. Came back to South Africa to give back to the community, and then we made Aliyah in 2018 with my 4 beautiful children. Sahara, my eldest, has just joined Sharif with me. She's in Irad, looking after kids at risk. My boy Dror is, like Philomena said, they live a different life that we grew up with tremendous freedoms and abilities to explore many different opportunities that we never had. And then I have Masilla, who's 13, and we've got a special needs child who's 10. I worked as an interior designer for years when I made Aliyah. My sensei said to me, he wants me to start teaching and become a sensei. So I teach kibujitsu, karate in my spare time, and I teach Tai Chi. And I think the beauty of making Aliyah is that if you're open to it, it pushes you to be your best, if you're open to it. So I'm doing what I love doing. I'm a tour guide. I've got a company called Loving the Holy Land. And my job is to share my love and my passion for Judaism, our people, our story. As my wife pointed out to me, it's not telling the story, it's how you tell our story. That's important.
Love that.
And I get the opportunity to travel around. I live a dream. We've got a beautiful house. South African style house with a garden, with grass, lawn, and a swimming pool. The only problem is I'm Sipo, and my wife's does all her work, so you have to sweat a bit. But I guess that's Eretz Yisrael. You have to. I think it's because of that challenge that makes us more, and we are more because of the challenge of living in Eretz Yisrael. I got the Rhodesian Ridgeback jock of the Haarveld. Come here, jock. And we got jock over here. So we got a Rhodesian Ridgeback. So we got very much everything that South Africa offered us, and we brought it to Eretz Yisrael. So I tour guide, I teach, And Baruch Hashem, we live a wonderful life in Eretz Yisrael. We're very privileged. And so if any of you come visit Eretz Yisrael, you need a good tour guide to take you around in my Land Rover Defender. It'll be a great pleasure.
Thank you, Gary. That sounds great. Lawrence Barnett, hi.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Excellent. Thanks again
Good.
for putting this together. It's awesome to see everyone. I'm still in Joburg, so I still get to see a lot of the group that graduated in 95. Married also King Davidian. She was at Linksfield, and both our girls, we got two girls, have gone to Linksfield. As Kerry was saying, our eldest is very friendly with her daughter and with Dylan's daughter. They're finishing off matric on Tuesday, which is crazy to think that that's how old our children are. But thank God she's had an amazing experience at Linksfield, same like we've had at Victory Park. And I think you can see it just around the world, when you do business, when you're involved in any charity work, just the King Davidians go far in places, as we've heard today. It's a real testimony to the school, I think to the Wolves and all the staff in terms of what they gave us. I'll definitely be at the closing down or farewell party next Sunday. While sad, I think it's unfortunate but important to keep the legacy of King David going. I'm sure it was well considered. So yeah, we'll definitely be there. Look forward to hopefully seeing everyone there. My wife's name's Piera, so she, yeah, as I said, she's from Linksfield. She's an industrial psychologist, actually works at Yeshiva College. We've got the two girls. So Ella's finishing now, she's 18, and my younger daughter, Leah, is 16. So she's got 2 years to go. And yeah, as I say, it's just been a privilege to be able to send them to such a great school in terms of the Yiddishkeit and the heritage that they've learned. A lot of faces I haven't seen for a long time. Amazing to see you all. Look forward to hopefully catching up now that we know where a few of you are. I do a little bit of work in Israel, so to the Israelis that I haven't seen on the trip, I see Michal quite a bit when I go there. And everyone else that it will be great to hook up. And yeah, when you're ever in Joburg, love to see you. Yeah, I think it's been a privilege to be born Jewish, to be brought up Jewish, spend quite a bit of time in the different communities, where it be quite involved in the shul, do a little bit of work for the CSO and for the Chevra Kadisha. And yeah, thank God, been very blessed and just amazing to catch up with everyone and see how well everyone's doing.
Great,
Thank you so much. I'm so surprised how many Victor Parkers and Linksfielders actually get married. My brother was a Linksfielder and he married a Parker. And it's like every other person here has married a. So it is at the end of the day one King David, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Elise.
Thanks.
Hi.
How's it? How are you? First of all, thank you so much for doing this.
You're so welcome.
This is really special. And as everyone said, it feels like no time has really passed, right? I mean, obviously, 30 years, guys, unbelievable. I agree. Everybody looks the same. I don't know about you, but I was just losing it watching that presentation with all the pictures and all of us together and the memories and bawling my eyes out over here. I think it's like such special memories for me, honestly, guys. And I miss you all so much. So my journey has been pretty interesting. I left South Africa at 17, so right after high school graduation, literally didn't skip a beat. We graduated, stuck a lot of shaving cream in each other's faces, eyes and ears and nose, wherever we could get it in. And then my whole family, other than my two oldest siblings, essentially got green cards, guys. And because my family had business in the States. And so one of our closest family friends was shot in a jewelry store. Duchrin, if you know Lauren Duchrin, if you remember the story of Lauren Duchrin. And she was shot and killed in a jewelry store robbery in South Africa. And my family was in that business at the time. And as I said, they got green cards. So my dad said, we're out of here. And we didn't really have a choice, although, I was excited to, go move abroad and, it was a whole new chapter. I'd graduated high school. So there was some of it that, of course, was very exciting. And I was also like really, really green and ignorant to the point where I said, hey, I'll go to college in New York City, just like drop me there at 17 and send me on my way, right? Like who the hell was I? And so, of course, I got a bit of a hiding along the way. First year was tough, missing the community, guys. I missed all of you so much. It was such a hard year. I think I cried the whole first year. I'm probably going to cry now talking about it. But it was hard. And then at the end of the day, I adjusted and it made me pretty tough. Definitely took the Joburg girl out of Joburg and you throw her in this concrete jungle. And so I did what any young, scrappy Jewish KDVP graduate would do. And I rolled up my sleeves and I made the best of it. And that was 11 years. I was actually in New York City for 11 years, studied advertising and marketing as a bachelor's. And then I did my associates in graphic design. So I did graphic design and then did the marketing side for that business acumen side so that I didn't want to just be executing someone else's ideas. As a graphic designer, I really wanted to be also on the business and the vision side. So that's where that combination came in. And then from there, I proceeded to live and work in New York City. I went to FIT there, graduated, and then I ended up working for a bunch of different corporate companies. And when I graduated, September 11th actually happened as I graduated. So that was interesting. And then lived through obviously all the things, right, guys, like COVID and the internet and all the things that have been really cool to witness over our time. And also worked a little bit in the club business, saw Greg out in LA. I moved out to LA actually for 2 years. So I went from New York to LA, worked in entertainment over there for United Talent Agency, one of the top 3 talent agencies out there. Me and Greg hung out. Me and Nick hung out in New York. Brad and I hung out, obviously, when he was in New York as well, and recently. And I've hung out with, Lance actually in Australia recently, which was really nice a few years ago, actually. And then everyone else as much as I could along the way. So New York to LA, 2 years in LA, back to New York. And then in New York, I was working for Nickelodeon, was my last job there. I was working for Viacom, which became Viacom CBS. That's now Paramount Pictures. They own MTV, VH1, and that whole, property landscape. So I worked there in event marketing. We did like 100 events a year, etc. And then from there, I just left New York. It was 2009. The market was, really going down. 800 people at the company got laid off, and I kept my job only to do like 800 people's jobs, right? Because that's how it goes. Everyone gets laid off, and the people that stay have survivor's guilt and a lot more work to do, right? So I actually left, and I moved originally to Spain. I actually moved to Barcelona for a hot minute, and I was going to go back to Spain. And then I came back to Florida to kind of just like regroup because I was actually dating someone in Spain and that wasn't going to work out, was kind of like the short story. So I came back to Florida thinking, what am I going to do next? All I knew is that I didn't want to be stuck in New York, stuck in that kind of like corporate rat race. We used to work till midnight every night. I used to work these crazy hours. I never really had time to like date or get married. And I had relationships along the way, but nothing that led to, marriage. And then moved to Florida to regroup, met my husband here and my whole family's here and they've been here over all the years. So it made the most sense to stay. And so I ended up starting my own company. First, I actually started an advertising and creative agency. That company created a bunch of brands for a company that my husband and I were running at the time. We sold that company, exited out of that, and then rolled our capital into our own ventures. So my husband runs a functional energy drink company. I'll send you guys drinks anytime. Send them to King David as well. By the way, we'll donate happily to King David. And then I have a tech company. So I run a tech company called Mothership. And what we do is we essentially drive and champion the future of work. So we're leading with technology, human capital, digital capital, and of course, AI, because it goes with the whole landscape. But we essentially help people get jobs, and we also help people manage their people, operate their people, and build their own advanced AI within their organization. So that's me, and I've got 2 young kids. I've got a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old, 2 girls. My husband is from New York. I met an American guy, ended up marrying him about what, babe, 15 years now? I lost count along the way. But thank God, happy, healthy, married, living close to my family in Florida. But I miss you guys and I miss South Africa. And I swear to God, even after all these years, I still feel more South African than anything. And I've actually been here longer at this point than I've been in South Africa, which is wild to me. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you to King David. Thank you, Gilla. Thank you all. It's been an incredible foundation that I've drawn on over and over and over again. And this network, and these friendships, I've also drawn on over and over the years, and look forward to many more great years, guys, of memories and hopefully times together. But thanks.
Thanks, Elise.
Gilla.
Nick, you want to say hi? You're muted. Hold on, you're still muted. There we go. Hello.
There you are. How's it
Hi,
going?
everyone. Hi. It's so good to see everyone. Gila, thank you so much for officiating such a seamlessly conducted session here. It's very impressive. I mean, I'm juggling a sort of defunct laptop, a cell phone that doesn't have much going for it. So true to life, it's pretty much emblematic of sort of how I navigate my life on a day-to-day basis as it is. So I do appreciate it when someone's so organized and getting things to move in the way that it's moving. Elise, I'm not sure about energy drinks, but I wouldn't mind some capital if you're happy to send some my way. It would be very much appreciated.
Thanks.
Um,
Thanks for the offer, Tol. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I live in Boca Raton too, except it's Boca Raton Morningside. It's as sunny, if not more sunny, although we do have some pretty awesome lightning storms, which I don't think you guys have. But yeah, really good to see everyone. You know, I had mixed feelings about jumping on a 30-year reunion, and then when I saw that it was on a Zoom, I just thought, yeah, you got to allow yourself to that. Over the years, I've done a lot of group chats and online chats with the various fellowships and support programs that I've been involved with, throughout a good period of time. And this is definitely one of the more familiar and just it's just a lovely group to actually be on and see everyone in person. And I know this definitely can't be the whole standard or the whole group of us, but it's a lot of us, and there's some faces that I haven't seen for a while. Lance's face looking as handsome as ever, and I haven't probably seen Lance for at least 20 years. So the years have been kind. Well done. A lot of you I do see in the area in our little Pretoria Morningside shopping mall. I see you guys at Naked Coffee, and we get to catch up. And I remember seeing Gavin a few years ago, which was great. Jason Kupitz, I see almost every other day. Greg Brest, I'm in touch with frequently, and a lot of Kerry, I have the good fortune of bumping into. Lawrence, you've been on my list to call because, as I say, there are some capital requirements, and apparently you are you do have a good vehicle or two there. But it's good to see you. Mr. De Vries, one of my closest friends, as well as Jason and Greg. See him very often. Nikki, I had the good fortune of bumping into. Anyhow, I can go down the list, but it's just what a lovely Sunday afternoon to see you guys. And yeah, listen, for me, 30 years, it sort of seems like in some ways difficult to reconcile that it's been that long a period of time. But I take heart in the fact that there are 60-year reunions as well, and maybe by the 60th year reunion, maybe I can speak of a significant other or some offspring, because at this point that hasn't manifested, although it hasn't really been at the top of my to-do list as well. So I'm pretty pleased with just being and just the way things are. Career, it's been pretty up and down. For the most part, I've been a financial analyst, and I got involved in trading and in the markets, and 20 years and change later. As I say, a bit of a mixed bag. Being on the right side of the trade versus being on the wrong side of the trade. I'm sort of well experienced at both. But for the most part, enjoying life. recently became very proud dog daddy to a lovely girl named Astrid, and spend a lot of my free time taking my animals out to the park and just spending time with them. Also enjoy seeing my mates, and I'm still going out. I still sort of carry on as if I'm if I'm 25, as if I'm 25. In fact, most of the places that I go to now, when I go out at night, there are mostly only 25-year-olds. So in some ways, I haven't fully matured and grown up like the rest of you. A bit of a Peter Pan, perhaps, but definitely full respect to all you guys with kids and have sort of raised your families, and you've got lots of successes of just being and just living. I think sometimes just getting through the day or getting through the week is a success or a challenge enough on its own. So yeah, just to sort of be the matriarch or the father of these families and carrying on in the way that's required. I have huge respect for that. Yeah, also got involved. Also been counting time in terms of recovery. I got very addicted to certain substances, and I spent quite a lot of time chewing my way out of that and trying to figure my way out of that, and it really was a very consuming time in my life. But pretty glad to be on the other side of it, at least just for today. Going on almost 14 and a half, almost 15 years. So very obviously very grateful, to be on the other side of that. And really, lived in New York for 8 years, went to UCT, went to New York for 8 years, came back to South Africa in 2011. Over the years, I sort of went back and forth from here to the States. Fuck, it's a long way away. And at the end of the day, very, very comfortable, very cozy, and live a pretty good life here in Johannesburg and Sandton. And as I say, like not much has changed for me. I'm still pretty much the same guy. I think I'm probably a little bit more comfortable in my own skin, although depending on the day that may be subject to change as well. But net, just lucky to see you all, and definitely going to make more of an effort and a point of keeping in touch.
Thanks, Nick. Has everyone had a chance to speak?
I don't think so.
I always have a tendency to leave one person off. Have you all had a chance?
I haven't
Really
spoken yet.
hasn't.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
everyone left, yeah.
Grant, you haven't.
Yeah,
Not
I
yet.
thought somewhere,
Oh, he
yeah.
was one of the
Save the best for last, eh?
Thought he was
There
gonna
we
say
go.
You almost got away with it.
I told you, I always
Yeah.
leave one person. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So I'm emotional seeing people from primary school all the way to high school friends in my life today. It's astonishing, eh? So I married a rock star. She's a nursery school principal, and she anchored my life and made me the man I am today. She blessed me with 3 children. I've got an 18 that's finishing school. And I've got a 16 going into grade 11, 2 boys, Jacob and Saul. And I've got a little baby girl, Noah, 13. She was at Victory Park, and she is moving to Linksfield. So I suppose the school was the foundation for my life. It connected me to every dot, and I could only ever have imagined looking backwards how it all would have worked out. So grateful that I had the opportunity to be in the King David environment, and that I managed to nurture the friendships and the relationships that I have over my life. So been amazing. In terms of work, I've been a cell phone smose for about 30 years. When I saw that cell phone, I think it was about standard 9. I saw Dill's dad had a cell phone, and I knew that thing would change the world. So I jumped in, and it was good. And ups and downs. I've been at the top and I've been at the bottom. And I'm currently at a great point in my career. Really looking forward to the next 10 years, a little bit less excited, a little bit more purposeful. Maybe get a better result this time. So from that point, great. In terms of my friendships, I've managed to keep up beautiful friendships with like Assie and Brad, and we like speaking to each other like on the way to work every day, and going for lunches, and Richard and Dill, and just it's been crazy that like we've been able to stick through these relationships all the way through. Such a testament to the type of school that we went to. Very nurturing. I was on both sides of the fence. I got to see Linksfield for all of its competitive nature, and then I got to see the kindness of the Victory Park people, you know. Guys in my life having meetings last week with Lolly, you know, it's just it's unbelievable. So yeah, that's my story. You bring a smile to my face. Anytime you want to get together, I'm around. Love tequila, me and Coopert. We're gonna bring out the Coop Tequila brand, I hope, you know, one day when we make some magic. And yeah, amazing. Just yeah, and just wishing you all just bright future, and that you pass on the values to your children that we've managed to have. You know, when you want to find where home is, and you get a little bit lost in life, it's this anchor. So keep your children close to it, keep the value system going, and yeah, onwards and upwards. Strength to you all.
Grant. Okay. Does everybody want to unmute? And you'll see it actually works quite well to chat, you know, unmute and just chat.
Grant, you still play poker?
I still play, have to. I actually won the scooter. I thought I was going to have to assemble it and ride it home because I wasn't good enough to drive. But yeah, I love it. So.
Those poker games that we used to have.
Do you remember, eh? Gabby, you remember that, eh? With Steph staying up all night.
I remember the one we had at my house, but we won't disclose what happened.
There wasn't that strip poker
I always
game
remember playing at
Pillarman. Oh, well, we did play poker me a lot. We still play it me to this day. We play Texas Hold'em now.
Oh my God, that's so fun. I remember my
I mean, we're not as successful as Renit Shamani, but you know.
Renit's
One will be
killing
Renit.
Chris, I was thinking about you the other day. Don't know why, but that time when we were playing cricket and you tried to take that catch on the boundary and it
dude, my finger.
Like totally fucked up your finger.
I was going to ask you
the other day. I was like,
I was going to ask you, can you speak English to start, and then we'll carry on.
I also remember Griller, but for a different reason. I remember pulling his pants down on the rugby field at athletics, and then he would chase me around trying to get back at me.
Well, eventually I could hunt you down, boy.
Remember it differently.
But you guys didn't get married. You were the two that didn't get married from school, hey? Even though you pulling his pants down, Brad. He was going after you, Grant. Jesus.
We just kept our relationship on the side.
You know. It's okay. You found better matches for yourselves. Well done, boys. Well done.
And Coopert, I think we need to have a chat about this paddle, bro. They need to bring it here to Modi'in, to Israel. It's not a big thing yet, but there's a ton of Americans here that would love to play.
I'm surprised they're not playing pickleball there.
Yeah, I'm also surprised. We've got a huge neighborhood. Obviously, they've got the best properties, the wealthiest, trust funds, everything. And what else have they got to do all day besides, they should be playing pickleball?
I think what I've noticed about specifically to paddle, once it explodes and a couple of clubs get involved, it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
You'll find a lot of investors are not just involved in one club. They're involved in a whole lot of clubs, and that's who you need to get involved with. I mean, one is one thing, but when you get involved with the bigger guys, then it just spreads.
Yeah,
field of dreams, Paul. Go build a few courts.
And just settle one thing for me: pickleball, paddle, it's the same thing, right? Just different.
No, it's different.
Paddle became challenging. It's different.
Pickleball's huge here. We play a lot of pickleball. I've actually been playing league here for like 4 years. We play matches.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
She's a pro. She's a pro on pickle.
Pickleball is huge here. Padel, we call it padel here. It's
Padel.
getting bigger for sure. Absolutely, there's some nice courts around and growing, more being built all the time. But not as big as South Africa, of course. Our big thing here is for sure pickleball.
Does anyone play
There
tennis
must be a
anymore?
reason why these righties haven't done paddle or pickleball. They think about everything else before the hurt, so there must be a reason.
Because it's very hot. It's very, very hot in Israel, and they're looking at, when it comes to the paddle and pickleball, they learned a good lesson here from South Africa, is that the more they go indoors, the more chance of those courts being full. So I think it's property. It's buying the right spaces. It does take up a lot of space.
Right.
Yeah,
Nothing hotter than Vegas.
it's
I
like
promise
data
you.
center. It's like data center.
Like they play pickleball here in like 105 degrees.
Everyone's still fast asleep.
No shit's given.
Can you check if Shay's got?
Right, that's Vegas.
Yeah.
That's the same in Florida, Dave. Right?
Yeah,
Guys
I mean, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're all like over 60 and they know they're going to die soon anyway. So like, what do they care? They're like, you know.
No, but Israel's all Jews, they don't like to sweat that much.
Israel and last year we've been busy fighting wars and stuff, so not much time for pickleball.
Right.
They're spreading out on other things, yeah. But
Rodolphe, when
paddle's
did you
the whole
cut your hair, but when did you cut
Just
your hair? Last time I saw
challenge the
you had
Palestinians
When I
to a
cut my hair,
pickleball game.
when I became civilized.
Challenge the Palestinians to a pickleball game and settle the
Whoever
peace.
wins takes all.
It takes all, yeah.
Just the
It's been
Palestinian
amazing to
invented
see you all.
Oh, you
It's been a
too.
bit of badminton if you think about it.
So just real quick though, Gilla, before you go, paddle.
I think she left. I think Gilla left.
No, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I saw you leave. Did you join again?
I have my other laptop on as well because I'm always so scared something happens to the one I'm working on. So it's a backup.
Thanks, Gil. So I was
Guys,
just
sorry, I have to go. I hope no one minds, but I just wanted to say thank you to Gilla and to Raylene, and thank you for the amazing work that you do, and just so amazing to see everyone. And yeah, let's keep in touch. And it feels like yesterday, and just lots of love to everyone.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good
luck to the rest.
See you next Sunday.
See you.
See you next time.
Bye, guys. See you
Hi guys,
soon.
cheers.
Bye.
Lots of love. Bye.
Plumber, look me up. Let's have a bra here in Suradasa. Get all the
Dave
Israeli.
Bain, we
Well
have
done,
to chat,
everybody.
eh?
Lovely to chat to you. All the best, and well done, Gilla.
Yeah, well done, Gilla.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Gavin.
Thanks, Gav.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Love you all.
Forgive
Does
me,
anyone know
Lucky.
anyone who lives in the like Durban and Umhlanga area?
Yeah, my business partner, eh? What do you need?
No. It's more along the lines of like someone in our group. Just no, just to share in the small. Like my mother recently, she had moved to Umhlanga. She recently had a stroke, so she's in the area. Yeah, thanks. She's in the area like on her own. And anyway, it'd
Dave,
be
will
nice
you-
to know anyone who's there.
Dave, will you reach out to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, will do.
David, also get in touch with me, Loving the Holy Land. I've got a very good rabbi friend, Jared Garber. He's a
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, Jared?
My partner learns with him. He and
Oh, so there
him
we
and his
go.
wife are there in the area, be able to look after her. Eh?
Yeah, and he's
specifically
also
David.
friends. He's also. It's funny that names like Jared's not the first time his name's come up because I got a buddy who's also friends with him.
Okay, so
Dave, just take my number down.
Yeah, I got your number in the.
You're on the group.
Okay, you got it, eh? Ah, okay, cool,
Stuff, I
cool.
thought you were fading.
I was fading,
Right.
Kalish.
Yeah,
I've come for,
yeah.
now I'm alive. I'm going to go
Come
out.
here and have a whiskey. You're such a puss.
Lancy,
Let
where
me
were
put
you
Dave-
recently
Dave-
that somebody sent me a picture of the two of you together? Were you with my cousin Craig at Awesome?
Which Craig? Who's Craig? Who?
Craig Darts. He runs the Awesome Student. Somebody sent me a picture together with you. It was maybe Craig Markelo, Craig Darts. No, in Israel.
Craig Darts. Is that
I took a pic.
Neil's?
He's a legend.
Yeah.
I love him, man.
Neil's brother,
he's this
or
It is Neil's cousin. Their late father and Neil's dad were brothers.
Grant, how are you friends with Craig Markelo?
Craig Markelo, his wife actually sort of introduced me and my wife. So I've known him
okay.
forever through Dennis Lipworth and from friends of my late mom, and introduced and just
Craig's
played cricket with him.
parents.
Such a good guy.
I did
Craig's
run.
parents
Grant had
and
a-
my mom were at school together.
Oh, really? Eh?
Made Aliyah together. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Lancey?
Grant, I ran into your niece in Israel in Ben Yehuda Street last year. She was just standing in front of me at an ice cream
Oh,
store.
Shanti.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, that's what it was. Yeah, Shanti. Oh, that's mad.
I was
How's
like,
that?
"What's your name? What's your last name?" She goes, "De Vries." I'm like, "There's only 2 De Vries that I know," and I'm
How's
hoping
that?
you're Grant's daughter. She's like, "No, that's my uncle." Oh, not my uncle.
Cousin, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's Doron's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
Exactly.
Hey, Grant, is
I
this
must say, everyone looks
number
good.
7700?
Everyone looks exactly the same to me. And it's just crazy how the years have just flown.
Tracy, will you allow Jason to speak, please?
Of course.
Guys, I'm going to jump off, but it's been so lekker connecting with everyone. Really has been. Some of you I get to see.
Alon, remember me?
You are. Great to see
Kaylee,
you.
how you, boy? I
Do I have
certainly
to do a
do.
Zoom to see you or call me?
No. Call you.
You
You
owe
also
me a
got phone.
birthday call.
I'll meet you on the tennis court, Kaylee.
On the paddle court.
Or paddle,
Alon used to
yeah,
give
or,
us 6 love, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it was like
I've
5
been
love.
practicing for 30
And then you
years
had to
to
try
beat
to take the
Alon.
set, Kaylee.
I have literally been practicing for 30 years to beat Alon.
You're
And
easily.
I think I have him.
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah, I'll honestly, I'll give it to you on Zoom, boy. We don't even need to step over on a court. I'm telling you now, we're all good. Or make your way to South Africa and we can try.
Yeah,
But guys,
Kaylee,
like,
you
really,
owe
it's
us
I
a
have to
visit,
beat.
boy.
I have to beat Alon at tennis. I have to beat Bain in a marathon. He's the one who inspired me to do fucking endurance. This
Jeez.
man's the legend. I think you're the only one who's done Ironman.
Two.
Yeah,
Two.
that's
Wow.
big.
Proper.
My husband did a half.
Ironman's
My
next
husband did a
level.
half Ironman. Yeah, it's big.
No, those are long past. I eventually got married and realized I didn't have.
Oh yeah. It's not
I
a
didn't have the
training for
time.
Ironman is not for married men.
I mean, which begs the question. I don't know how people play golf because it's the same
best.
sort of time commitment.
Or do road bike.
I wouldn't have the patience for that.
Once you're married for 15 years, you'll want to take up golf, and then you'll understand why.
Begging you
That's
to
the
play
absolute
golf.
best.
Begging you. My husband used to do road bike. You guys know the like those like speed bikes, the road biking. That's also a long, many hour commitment.
That's a lot of hours out.
Yeah, I
Right,
swear
are you still riding?
Yeah, I'm still riding.
you
I've
right?
done.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Dylan and I've done like a few of those like 3-day monster
Multi-stage.
stories. Yeah, we've been. I've managed to keep it up. It's been great.
So
Do
no
you do
church.
three-wheelers?
I remember Bain could swim faster than I could run.
Bain
Do you
could swim,
still
eh?
ride
Bain could swim.
capri wheelers, right? With
I
my
remember
dad.
exactly with your dad. Exactly.
Still rides.
Exactly. Eh?
Thank God, just turned 83. Having his
Really?
second mitzvah on Thursday, Lolly. Barnett is
Oh
turning
wow.
We'll definitely be there.
second Barmy. He's in South Africa now just for a little bit, my parents. But yeah, he still rides here 3 times a week in Boca. It's amazing. Thank
That's
God.
This is
unbelievable.
your dad, Gubs.
Always
Yeah.
think of you
Proper.
with the riding. Yeah, he
How's
still
that?
rides. He's back. Unbelievable. It
Amazing.
literally is.
And I did it with my son. I did it with my oldest one. I made him ride with me. So eventually we did like 194.7 together. So it was, and I actually ended up riding it with Mark Hoffman, and his dad and my late dad obviously were close, and we end up like bumping him into the middle, and it was just like a story of my life, unbelievable.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Found God a few times.
Brilliant.
Tell me something, guys. Halfway through that photo collage, there were photos.
Yeah, there was a
of
few people from my
their
brothers
That
here.
was
Don't you
Brando,
remember
hey?
those guys, Kalish? We
I do
talked
not
hard with
know
them.
any of those people. So am I
Me too.
having dementia or?
No,
No,
I was also.
I knew everyone, Kaylee. Must be
Fuck.
you, boy.
Don't play with
No,
me
no.
because I think I'm having
Early onset dementia. I think you should.
I'm late
see-
stage,
I mean,
Kaylee. I
I
promise
think
you.
like
boy.
Oh, I'll be at
younger.
your wedding.
I think what happened is
That's why
someone's
you
kid,
forgot to call me on my birthday, Rom.
someone's kid put the collage together maybe, and they had a little bit of extra hangout photos
I think it was
hanging around.
ChatGPT.
Jace, you look
ChatGPT.
like you're already in Cape Town, brother. Good to see.
Hallucination.
Guys, I'm out of here. Good to see
I'm
you
out.
all.
Bye, guys.
Tony,
Have a
good to
good
see you.
evening.
Cheers, guys.
See
Yeah,
everyone.
Raymond. It's
guys.
amazing. Take
Peace
care of
and love.
yourselves.
Good to see everyone.
Cheers,
It was really good.
Hey,
Speak
Dave,
soon.
let me know if you need anything in Durban. Hey, my sister lived there for a while.
Bye,
Happy to-
everyone.
All
Anytime.
right, I will
guys.
do. Thanks,
You
Elise.
all.
Well,
Appreciate it.
Kaylee will speak. Let's catch up this week.
Alani,
Bye, guys.
Lee, cheers,
Good to
guys.
see you,
On
man.
Bye,
mobile.
guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye,
Lolly, call
bye.
me.
I love Sarah. She's the best. Bye,
Lauren,
Alani. Take care. Cheers.
She's great,
on it.
yeah.
Remember
Bye.
me.
Bye,
She's
bye.
coming to see you
See you,
soon.
old pal in Australia.
Yeah, next
Bye,
week.
Dave.
I
Yeah.
love you, boy.
Oh, yeah, soon. Yeah.
Hey, Lish, let's catch up soon,
Us
buddy.
too.
Love
Good
I'm
to.
sure we'll be there soon. The Florida
And I'll
people,
be
like
there in
we,
May. Hey,
To Florida,
don't
guys,
Yeah,
forget.
please.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm here.
right.
Seriously.
Stay at us. We
yeah,
come here.
we'll
I'll be
definitely
on the
be
you.
there. I
strip.
mean, my brother's in Miami. Like we there. Yeah.
Sure.
Last time I was in both, you weren't there. I
I'm
think
coming to the
I was there
licensing
right
show.
close.
So
Miami.
He's 6 months
Well,
in
then, yeah,
Miami, six
that's
months
fine.
in
I'm here.
Canada.
Like, I live literally like 15 minutes
Yeah.
away from the strip.
all right,
Amazing.
brilliant.
Hello, Tim.
I'm not gonna
There's
forget. I'll
Tam.
let
She
you know.
made it.
All right, cool.
Oh my
Good to
God,
see you.
Tammy comes in at the last second.
Oh my God. Talk about timing. I mean, you made
Oh,
it,
we're
babe.
about to
You
leave.
made it.
Literally
Made it just to
the
say hello
leaving.
to all you. How's it?
That's
Back
so
to the
cool.
last
What?
six. The final
I've
six,
got to
Tam, you
go.
joined us.
Bye, Tammy.
Tam,
Nice
you
to
look
see you
amazing.
again.
Happened.
You look
Cheers,
amazing.
Alani. Big love. How's
Oh my
it?
God.
Where's
So
Tam?
cute.
Where's Tam?
Okay,
Hello.
so now that's it. Gilla's still
Lawrence.
hanging with all of us. Thanks, Gilla.
Oh, Lance left? Oh, shit. Okay.
How was
Suzanne.
it, guys?
Tammy,
Was it
Gil,
nice
that was
to see
amazing.
everyone?
I'm so
Very cool
proud
to
you
see
made
everyone,
it.
Good to see everyone. Love to you all.
Good
Cheers,
day,
Dave.
everyone. Yeah. Bye, guys. I'm like
Where's
Jewish kebab.
Rich?
Just waiting
Tam,
for
where's
everyone to
Rich?
hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
Tam, do you want to say anything, Tam and Zach? Do they want to say anything, guys? I
No,
mean,
Oh my God, Tony just left, guys. She's going to be so mad she didn't see you.
yeah.
I know everyone was WhatsApping me. I was at this big event now and everyone was WhatsApping me and I was trying to get out of it.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm glad it was stunning, guys. Nice to see
So
you.
stunning.
Good
It's
to see you
recorded.
guys.
See,
Send
like,
you the recording.
Okay. Cool.
Love you guys. Take care,
Bye.
everyone.
Take care.
Bye,
Ciao,
everyone.
bye.
Guys
Bye,
soon.
talk
Bye.
next week. Bye, guys. Bye, Run. Thank
Bye,
you again. That was
guys.
amazing.
Bye,
Look, the
guys.
two
Pleasure.
Floridians.
Thanks for coming on.
Men standing.
Florida